my pocket, I respect it. I'm in some phone, I can't pronounce it, these giant Europeans. Really told them get. They weren't showing enough love, I finessed them at it. I don't give a. I really still get at it. I will. That in traffic. Right now, prefer my.
Really went and got it out the. You know, Gucci do my buckets.
Happy Monday, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. Good evening to all of you. Welcome, everyone. Courtside with two ex-NBA stars, Grant Hill and Brent Berry. I'm Brian Anderson. We've got Allie LaForce on the sidelines tonight as well. First opportunity here in their inaugural game of the season to go up against... San Antonio.
They won both games against this club last season. Would love to repeat that this time around.
Well, an all-star appearance for Bam Adebayo in 2020. Grant, you think he can get back there?
No doubt. I mean, I think the bigger issue is we've seen his numbers taper off just in the postseason. Can he reverse that and bring his best when it matters most?
Here's Fox. Williamson outside. Pass to Adebayo. Murray from outside. And the ball out of play. The Spurs will have it. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander creative and tricky on that play.
Mobley with the block. Here's Herter. Off target from outside. Left side Murray. Inside. Adebayo. Unable to get that one. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Here's the three. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Free throw's good for Fox.
And guess what, guys? I mean, one of the ways De'Aaron Fox improved his skills growing up was playing 2K, learning the NBA game on 2K. I love it.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
In that 2018 draft, you think about those names: Doncic, Young, Ayton, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Boy, it's a lot to begin with.
That free throw misses. And he sinks the second. New York with the ball. Here's Murray with the crossover. Misses at the rim. And De'Aaron, playing 2K growing up, his dad encouraged him to observe. Take note.
Good advice. I mean, De'Aaron learned a lot about things like ball screens, pick and roll from playing video games, stuff like that. I mean, Fox used 2K as a way to study the game of basketball.
Here's Murray. The Spurs making their last shot. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
Watch out when Adebayo gets vertical. That's a big bam.
Here's Anunoby. And he jams it home with authority.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Pass to Adebayo. Shoots over Mobley. Oh, and with the block. San Antonio leading. And here is Williams. Offline with a three. And now the Knicks on the break. Williamson with it. Now Herder defending. Oh, Williamson throws it down.
Yeah, so fun to watch him get fancy on any finish. Zion again to the rack.
Outside Herder. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5. Spurs need to get one up here. Herder. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
He's shooting that with tons and tons of confidence. Herder with another catch-and-shoot basket.
Pass to Adebayo. Kicks it out to Williamson. Murray up top. And here's Murray. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Oh, he can't sink it. He's 0 for 3.
He lacks defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And stolen by Murray. And now the Knicks on the break. Oh, there's the alley. Stolen by Mobley. Now the Spurs moving it up the floor. Here's Herder. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Now a timeout called by New York. A minute 39 left in the first. And Spurs coach Greg Popovich last season moving into first all-time for coaching wins, Greg.
That's right, B.A. I mean, all those wins coming with one organization, the Spurs. Now, when he hangs up his whistle, he'll be in the conversation for the greatest coach in NBA history.
Outside Curry. Off the left rim and out.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Hield from outside. The rebound by the Spurs. Here's Sharp. Oh, it's stolen by Oladipo. Williamson inside. Tries again. No luck on that one. San Antonio goes the other way with it. 2-for-1 opportunity if they can time it right.
Great way to end the quarter.
Here's Holmgren. The shot no good. New York trailing. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Here's Williamson. Got a piece of it.
Yeah, this is something we might see Banchero work on. Improving his ability to knock away shots.
Here's Holmgren. Deflected. The free throw off from Hield.
Buddy Hield just has such an incredibly quick trigger.
5 ticks left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Williamson. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so the San Antonio Spurs closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Their key to consistency has been their dominance. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
It's simple. When you can protect the rim the way they have, it's a big advantage.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
Mitchell misses.
The first thing I think of when watching Davion Mitchell is defense. Mitchell entered the league as one of the best on-the-ball defenders out there.
Murray, no good. On offense, here is San Antonio. 7-point game, biggest lead so far. Pass to Holmgren. This one for three. Hits a three-pointer.
A superb three-point threat. When Holmgren is knocking down triples, he's hard to contain.
Murray for three. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. And no doubt, Davion Mitchell is an elite defensive guard. Why is that, Grant?
Well, B.A., despite standing 6 feet, he's got a 6'5" wingspan. Mitchell is really strong and quick. But the biggest thing, Davion never takes a possession off.
Now a timeout called by New York. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
Fox outside. Outside Murray. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Banchero. And at this point, they're loving this big lead.
Absolutely. And they haven't really faced a lot of resistance.
Pass to Holmgren. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Holmgren's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Here's Adebayo. Will it go? And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
And every bit of the body control right there for Adebayo out there, going right through the contact.
And Brent, we hear talk about teams finding their identity. For those that don't know, can you break down what that really means?
Well, one of the key things, BA, is you come out of a training camp in any given year. You're trying to find the right rotation of players and combinations of players that's going to establish what it is that you're capable of doing. And 30 games into the season, that identity can start to show itself. Great coaches in the league will adapt to the things that they're seeing from their rosters to give them the best chance to win.
And coming into Summer League, Sharp was kind of a mystery man. So it's great to see him play at a high level and get a real sense for his talents. Yeah, ever since the Nets relocated to Brooklyn in 2012, the rivalry between the Nets and Knicks has intensified. Now, both teams trying to prove that New York belongs to them.
Three-pointer Sharp. Offensive rebound Spurs. Pass to Banchero. Adebayo with the rejection.
And Bam aptly describes Adebayo's defensive impact. He packs a punch in there.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
It'll be hard for the Nets to take New York City away from the Knicks. They've been there so long.
So true, B.A. But the Nets have attracted more star players lately. Top free agents choosing to go to the Nets instead of the Knicks. We'll see if this trend continues moving on.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks so much, Brian. Well, the Knicks trying to find their way back to the playoffs. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, you can't look backwards and you can't look too far down the road. You just have to take a look at today, lock into what we have to do, and focus on how we can be better. Back to you.
No shortcuts to greatness, Allie. Thanks for that. The lead now in single digits. Fox has got 6 points.
Pretty much all you can do on defense there. De'Aaron Fox, great poise in the painted area.
Here's Mitchell. The Knicks pull it in.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Pass to Murray. From outside, off the mark.
Yeah, pretty safe to say that this is the kind of game that you just want to flush as soon as you get done with it.
Here's Mitchell. The kick out. Curry buries it from three. Curry's got his first 3 points of the game.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Williamson outside. It's tipped.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense. And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
And that one's good. Williamson.
And that's a good way to shrink the deficit. Strong defense turns into easy offense.
Holmgren. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Holmgren's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Give him credit. Improving in the second quarter. Just great adjustments.
Now you have to prevent him from getting to the paint, unless you want to see a highlight.
Mitchell double team. Knocks down the triple. Curry's got 6 points.
This story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Back to Williamson. Pass to Sharp. On the wing, Curry. And again, it's San Antonio converting.
Oh, and that's a nice find by one of the youngest players in the league. Sharp with tremendous upside to his game.
To the wing on the left. Here's Williamson. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
Defensive foul.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
And they double up Williamson. And counted. Now 4 for 9.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over.
Timeout, San Antonio.
.29 seconds left in the first half. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams from long range. It's rebounded by Morris. And here are the Knicks now, trailing by 10. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Back to Mobley. Got a hand on it. Seth Curry. He's been the guy making things happen for San Antonio. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We'll be right back. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. And so it's San Antonio with it. They've led by as many as 14. It's off to Philadelphia after this game, where they'll face the 76ers. That'll be the third stop of this 4-game trip. Here's Mobley. It's rebounded by New York. Fox right side. Williamson outside. The basket's good off the assist from Fox. Williamson's got 10 points in the game.
And some pinball action out there as defenders just bouncing off of Williamson on that play.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. San Antonio again missing.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Now a timeout called by New York. New York trailing. Well, for the Knicks, what's it going to take to bring them back to the glory days?
Oh, that's a loaded question, B.A. But first of all, a superstar would certainly help. They haven't really had one for quite some time. If they can either develop or attract an elite all-star player, that would be a start to turning this New York franchise around and becoming possibly a contender.
As impressive as the numbers were for Mobley as a rookie, the consistency stood out the most, Grant.
Yeah, no question, B.A. Mobley shows up and makes an impact every night. He just finds ways to help the team even when the shots aren't there. He's the type of player that fits with any system.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Well, De'Aaron Fox is a competitor. He said, I want to win. I know there's more that I can do. Just trying to create a spark, some type of energy. You can talk about what you did in high school and college, but you have to take it to a totally different level if you want to be one of those guys in the league. Brian?
Allie, thank you. Outside Herter. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And with Kevin Herter, I just love the plug-in ability of him as a player. He just can play some with the ball, a little bit off the ball, a good cutter, lots of complementary skill there.
And Brent, with Kevin Herter, he's been steady throughout his career.
Well, he can dish it around and get in there for some boards. Again, there's just so much to his game, but certainly that three-point shooting is something that Kevin relies on, as do his teammates.
San Antonio leading. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander to the paint. Here's Mobley. Rebounded by Fox.
Oh, man, what happened at halftime? Since then, they're 0 for 4.
Outside Murray. Puts up a 3. Out to Hield. To the inside. Outside Murray. Down to 5 on the shot clock. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Out to Hield. Fires for 3. He can't get it to go. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. They've led by as many as 14. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. He buries it from 3. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6. Now a timeout called by New York. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Now Murray. Healed from outside. New York, no good that time either.
I'll tell you what, they rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Anunoby can't get it to go. New York with the ball. 11-point game. And after this one, they're at home against Philadelphia. It'll be game number 2 in their 5-game homestand. To the middle. Here's Herter. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Healed on the wing. No good on the triple.
This is not his quarter. He needs to give up some touches and recalibrate.
Pass to Mobley. A minute 37 left to play in the third quarter.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And so the ball out of bounds. Duran touched it last.
Substitution for your Knicks.
1:24 left in the third.
I mean, there are some great guys in this league. Coach Greg Popovich sticks out. Just a tremendous person. I loved competing against this team.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
I mean, those swats, they can get into your head, make you think twice about shooting it. So it's about more than just those block numbers.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
There's a minute 12 left in the third. Coach Pop, the NBA all-time leader in wins. Any memories facing off with his Spurs?
Well, I always knew that his teams would play hard, they'd be prepared, they played the right way. And of course, they exemplified the toughness and character of their leader, Coach Pop.
From deep, Mitchell. Here's Banchero. Pass to Holmgren. Here's Curry. Again, the Spurs score.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Williamson misses.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Sharp, no good. A difficult situation for New York. To the wing, right side. Pass to Adebayo. Puts it up from 12. It's rebounded by Banchero. The three from Curry. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so the San Antonio Spurs up 15 points as this quarter concludes. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Murray with it. Pass to Fox. Here's Adebayo. Adebayo's double. Outside Murray. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
You have to limit mistakes. They're so tough to overcome.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
Here's Mitchell. And a nice finish on the layup. And the Spurs lead by 17.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Williamson. Blocked. The drive by Mitchell. Banked it in off the glass.
Already an excellent passer at his position. Banchero just loves showing off his court vision.
To the right side. Back to Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Tough matchup here, and Fox has it going right now. The lefty getting some room and making it happen.
Pass to Holmgren. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
Yeah, this team did something in halftime, going from a mild... Yes, sir! That's what you tune in for right there. Wow. Well, the more Fox does that, the more he's going to be looked at like a leader.
The kick out, Curry. From deep three-point range. The long distance three is buried.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Williamson misses. On offense, here are the Spurs. Outside Mitchell. Pass to Holmgren. Second chance shot. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. It goes on Bam Adebayo.
Aha, so clever with the up fake. Holmgren is good at going into the contact in these type of situations.
Grant, it's amazing how Holmgren transforms your defense when he's on the floor.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he really makes up for a lack of strength with length and tremendous timing. He has the lateral footwork to defend 1 through 5 as well. And, of course, he can block shots from any spot on the floor.
Down low. Banchero. It's hauled in by Zion Williamson. Here's New York. Trailing by 17. Pass to Murray. Back to Fox. Kicks it out to Williamson. It's rebounded by Banchero. Inside. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Think back in that 21 season, finally the Knicks breaking back into the playoffs. It had been 7 years since they got there, and Coach Thibodeau receiving the Coach of the Year honor, well deserved.
It was such an impressive season, and yet New York couldn't quite replicate their success the following year, Brett.
Yeah, B.A., they made some moves, and they were hoping to bolster the roster in some ways, but it just didn't go as expected, and now they're retooling again.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Here's Fox. The shot no good. San Antonio goes the other way with it. He takes it in. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, so ferocious on the drive. I mean, have to be impressed watching Banchero just throw it down.
Murray's shot is good.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Here's Fox. That one's in. Coming off a nice dish from Williamson.
A smart play, signs of Zion Williamson picking up what it is that's going on out there and being efficient.
Mitchell up top. The kick out. Curry. Three-pointer sharp. The Knicks pull it in.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go, and you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And that's an intentional foul.
Third team.
Well, Grant, this is the business you and I are in. NBA has a couple of years with existing TV partners. How much are we going to see things change with the next deal, you think?
Oh, BA, this is interesting as this continues to evolve. I think as people's viewing habits have changed in the last 10 to 15 years, I think live sports and the NBA game is still something fans love to see in real time. I think also the fact that we can also attract a larger audience is exciting. I don't know how it'll all play out, but I know it'll be fun to follow and watch as we go.
Murray can score in a multitude of ways, Grant.
Oh, yes, he can, BA. I mean, he can feast from the post, the mid-range, and the three-point line as well. He always plays under control at his own pace, and that's why he looks so fluid out there on the floor. And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Spurs.
Loved how much they moved the ball out there tonight.
Yeah, no one got left out. This was a real team effort.
And they'll chalk this up as their third win of the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And what a huge performance it was for Chet Holmgren.
Yeah, it felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
Deflects the pass. And stolen by Williams. And the foul called on Luke Kennard. So that'll be a second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot two.
And let's face it, they won't get back in the game with fouls like that.
Already impressing at a young age, Kevin Huerter's dead-eye accuracy from deep, combined with being a fearless competitor going inside. That's going to pay some dividends throughout his career.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
Free throws good for Fox.
De'Aaron Fox.
And both free throws good for Fox.
Now, even De'Aaron Fox has talked about how he's the fastest player in the league. The cool thing about it is night after night he seems to prove it.
Right side Huerter. Outside Williams. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 on the clock. Another shot. Here's Mobley. It's Huerter on the wing. Sends it home from three-point land.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control.